Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here, baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. We're here in nature. We got the birds out. It's so early. I'm about to fall asleep. No, I'm not, because I've got that good chi. 10 secrets you need to remember when it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? We got a lot to talk about. Now, my whole life, I always felt it was never good enough. Like I would be working on something and say it's just not good enough. Because let's face it, from the moment you are born, if you don't get an A grade or a B or at least a C, you get a D, an E, an F, fail. You see, you're not good enough. So we have it hard from even school. That's why so many people grow up hating themselves. The model, the woman who is a model, she might be really insecure about her body. And then there's a woman who doesn't have the perfect body shape, but she's got curves. And she's like, she doesn't even have curves actually. But she's like, I love my body. And she's actually more confident than the model. What about the guy who's driving in the Porsche, but he's really insecure? Insecure, right? Because he sees someone behind him with a Rolls Royce. And then there's a guy in a Hyundai who is perfectly confident. Ever been to a party full of rich people? Really intimidating, right? You say, okay, I've got a Rolls Royce. And then someone says, you see that person over there? Yeah, they own a Rolls Royce factory. And they've got like 5 Rolls Royces that they just let the cat down the road playing. And you're like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about it. A lot of us have this issue. Sometimes our parents, they nag us, go and work here, go and work there. That's what happened to me along my journey. You never feel quite good enough, no matter how hard you try. In the end, it doesn't even matter. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. So let me share with you how I dealt with this. Because I'm like, gosh, Ralph, there are people with 40 million subscribers. What you have is like nothing. No, actually, it's a lot. Let's start with the first secret. You need to remember when it's just not good enough. Success, you have to define your own success. Slow motion that side. I want you to go to your cousin's house who has a child, right? And observe the child. You see, children are very happy and they haven't got all of these material possessions we have. Yet, they know this secret that happiness, fun, laughter, joy, this is the highest frequency one can be in. That's why, yes, they will cry, they will throw tantrums, but they are all about finding equilibrium. Because they know the secret that it's all about finding inner peace, then they're good, right? And then you can go to sleep, finally. Okay, now as human beings, we have created a structure in this matrix where it's a pyramid, okay? And even if you have $1 million, that is nothing to the person who has $1 billion. You start looking like a small fish, okay, in a big pond. So what helped me along my journey was realizing this secret. I'm in Venice Beach, and this was a few years ago, and there's a great skater. Actually, it wasn't so good, but he was good. He was cool. He was great, actually. Look, we were talking about success, and I said, what do you think success is? Because I like to ask questions, like I'm an interviewer, okay? And he was like, success for me is attributing value to things that really matter. And I was blown away. Because for me, that's very similar to what success is. Like, for some people, success is getting a lot of money. For some people, it's traveling. For some people, it's surfing. For some people, it's going to a 9-to-5. No, it's not. Whatever it is for you. Okay, but you see, a lot of us don't realize subconsciously we have a program of what success is. A lot of women feel really pressured to say, okay, I've got to have children right now, right? I'm hitting 30. I'm like 33 now, 34, 35. The clock is ticking. I better pump out those babies because my parents, they want some grandchildren like really quick. They want it right now. It's a lot of pressure. Got to get married. Got to find a good job. I felt like a total useless person when I was unemployed. Because you see, a lot of us subconsciously, if you don't have a job, you feel that you aren't contributing anything to society. You feel worthless. A lot of people. Okay? And then even sometimes if they get a job, then they still feel worthless. All right? How does that work out? Success. You have to start defining what success looks like to you. You see, in nature, there is no competition, only coexistence, cooperation. Because you see, a tree is not going to be like, okay, I'm the best tree in the universe. No. It's working together with everything in this magical ecosystem. Okay? And that's the secret of everything. So what's helped me is to say, okay, I'm not in competition with anybody. Everybody holds a unique purpose and place in this universe. We all came here for a unique, special reason. And the more you can actually start to honor your uniqueness, if you see someone else, you don't see them as a competitor. Like, they're not competition. They're like totally unique, and that's beautiful. So you feel I'm good enough, and guess what? They're good enough. What's the second secret you need to remember when it's just not good enough? You aren't here to be perfect. You can be the masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. And that's what I've realized along my journey. Like, I share with the world, become your greatest version. Next thing you know, I'm skinny dipping. Right? Next thing you know, I'm like, I slack sometimes. I'm not perfect. I'm showing people what I go through every single day, that I'm not here. I'm not a perfected being. I still have problems, still have things I'm working on. I'm a work in progress, right? A lot of people who it's never good enough, it's because they are perfectionists. You might spend 10 hours painting your room. That's a really long time. No, let's say 24 hours. You didn't even get any sleep, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Okay? You're really tired and you're still not satisfied afterwards. Okay, someone could spend 5 hours painting their room. What color did you paint it? Like purple? Beautiful. Or white? Okay, whatever color you want, baby. And you're like so happy. You go out. Like, I'm a producer. I used to produce a lot of music, and sometimes I would be in this studio 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was fun, but then it wasn't fun anymore. Because I was like, where's my time going? I want to actually go out and see daylight, because I was just in the studio every single day. So I said, okay, I'm actually going to create music in a very quick and efficient way that makes me happy, and then go out into nature, okay? So sometimes doing less is about getting more. I used to spend a long time editing videos, sometimes put pictures here, there. By the time I twist and turn, it's 3 hours gone. I'm like, okay, that's great, but I don't want to be taking myself so seriously all the time. So now I don't edit videos, and it feels fantastic. Can I get a hello there? We'll just keep it in there. And it's a whole weight lifted off your shoulders, because you start to realize you are enough. Do you know that your voice is it lives outside of you. It is the only intangible thing that lives outside of you. It can be recorded, stored, and people can hear it from like a mile away, okay? It's recorded in the history of time, baby. So your voice is good enough. Your body is good enough. It's not perfect, but you're work in progress, okay? A lot of artists suffer from depression. How do I know this? Because I counsel a lot of people who, over time, they tell me, yeah, I've got they're really successful. You would think, gosh, they're so successful, but they're not happy because it's never good enough. Once again, they're working in a company where even though they're getting a lot of money, there's someone with even more money at the top. So they feel like they're getting paid peanuts. So once again, you got to realize that you are here to work on you, and you are perfectly good enough once you accept yourself 100%. Okay, acceptance never comes from out there, it only comes from inside here. Slow motion that side. What's the third secret you need to remember? When it's just not good enough. Now, I talk of the 7-day vegan challenge, and I realize this. A lot of people have food peculiarities, okay? Some people have weird habits, weird things like they do with food. Some people don't even eat, okay? They just live off, that good ass prana, okay? We all have strange eating habits. Like a lot of people, they still like dairy. Some people still like meat. Some people are working to do the 7-day vegan challenge, and some people just don't want to do it. That's fine. Like, do what works for you. I'm not going to judge you, right? And that's why I say 7-day vegan challenge, because you got to start small. Along my food journey, and even till this date, sometimes I still have a bag of potato chips, and it tastes great, right? But I always go for the one with no salt, right? And I'm not going to be like so strict on myself, right? But what I've actually found is that, do you know that there is so much delicious vegan junk food? So whenever you don't want to be like a Puritan, like holier than thou, and like when you just want to let go sometimes, like when you just want to sometimes eat like some vegan donuts, go for it. Like, you are allowed to do that. I have what I call the 80-20 rule. Like, eat 80% healthy and then 20% say who cares, right? But you can eat so much healthy, delicious junk food. Okay, what I love for junk food is like, check this out. Dates, Brazil nuts, dark chocolate, put it in your mouth and it feels fantastic. Or like strawberries dipped in chocolate. Like that's, and pistachios and walnuts and maca powder. Whoa, it's turning into a delicious smoothie right now. Yeah, that's healthy, and it's like, you know, health. Some people might call it like junk food, but it's vegan. You're allowed to do that. It's good enough, right? What's the fourth secret? You need to remember when it's just not good enough. Now, a lot of us, I get it. You're comparing yourself. Should I wear this or should I wear that? I compare myself with other people all the time, baby, because I'm very, very insecure at times. I'm working on it, right? But what I've learned along my journey to be more secure is that, look, how can I actually compare myself to someone? Like, were we born at the same time, at the exact same hour, at the exact same second? No. Everybody here is here for a totally different reason and has a totally different motive. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. Slow motion that side. Can you remember when you were a child? You didn't compare yourself, like you were just so in your moment. But how did we get to this stage of comparing ourselves in this matrix? We're living in a very materialistic world, which is fantastic because, once again, It is a world of matter, but it is also a world of spirit. Okay, so what's helped me along my journey is to say, I am good enough. And if I see somebody doing something and I'm like, gosh, who do they think they are? That's my own insecurity I've got to look at. You see, we only compare ourselves to other people when there is something unresolved within us. You see, if you're confident about yourself, even if you see someone who is so-called more successful than you, you're like, whatever, because I'm so content with my inner peace, right? So if you are comparing yourself to other people, it's time to get the mirror and start saying, okay, what is this highlighting within me? You got to learn how to create your own league and swim in your own lane, and also appreciate other people's uniqueness, right? It is sometimes actually okay to compare yourself to other people until you realize actually we aren't the same. But I can continue tricking my mind to think we actually are. No. Like, you don't want to compare yourself to other people. You want to appreciate other people. To realize we are all made from different patterns. Yes, we are made from the same fabric as the universe, but there are different fractal patterns. Oh yeah, we're diving really deep today, baby. I'm a different fractal pattern than you, obviously. That's why I know I'm good enough, and definitely you're good enough. What's the fifth secret you need to know when it's just not good enough? What do you need to remember? This is what's helped me along my journey. You see, I used to set goals. By 40, I should do this. I'm 50 right now. We love to set goals. Why do we do this? Because once again, we've been conditioned from childhood to get that A grade. We've been conditioned by this society to say, if you don't have X amount of money, you are a failure. We've been conditioned to believe that material possessions are the be-all and end-all. And they are important. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. But at the same time, there's always more. Now, what's helped me along my journey is to say, goals. When I was creating videos, I was like, okay, as soon as I get like 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be so happy. Whoa, I already got 100,000 subscribers. Nothing changed. I was happy like for a little bit, but then I was like really disappointed. I was still like craving something else. I was like, I want 200,000. I want like 5 million. It will never fulfill you if you don't find that inner peace. Like right now, I already say that we're in the after party, baby. Right? The after party mindset is to say, okay, we've already done what we came here to do. Like, my thing is I've already shared enough material. Right now, I just make these videos for fun. We're in the after party, baby. We might even do a little dance here. Oh yeah, like we're just having fun. And that's why I'm good enough. Okay, so instead of setting goals, I set themes. And themes is what has helped me realize I'm so good enough. It's a great reminder. I'll give you an example. Some people say, my goal is to do X, Y, and Z. My theme right now is just to have fun, me personally. It's just to live every day to the fullest, meet great people, eat delicious food, and really just learn more about myself, okay? To create. Aspire to create to inspire. No slow motion. Right, that's my theme, just to create and have fun while doing it. So once you set a theme instead of a goal, you take the pressure off you. Instead of a deadline, create a lifeline. Can I get a hello? There, we're already feeling good enough. What's the sixth secret you need to remember when you don't feel good enough? You can't please everybody. A lot of us, we are so caught up into fitting into other people's expectations and worldviews that we lose ourselves in the midst of that. Now, what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, my mom wants me to do this. The cat down the road wants me to do that. You want me to talk about this. They want me to talk about that. Like, what the hell do I want? Is that important to you? Like, really and truly? Like, look, we are trying to fit into a standard. We are trying to be accepted in a world that is unacceptable. So what helped me along my journey, the solution was to say, I've got to create a new standard. And that standard is like creating your own rules. Like I can cough in between, like talking. That's fine. I can even do it again and again. We're great. That's a new standard of how to make videos. Just cough in between it. And that's good enough, right? It works like that. Create a new standard. Like, what does reality look like for you? Because we are all creating reality. And that is the biggest secret on this planet. The biggest secret never told, right? If you realized no two people's reality is the same, you start to laugh at yourself because we are miniature universes creating our own reality based on our thoughts, words, and emotions. And that's so different for every single person. Okay, number 7 is to realize this. You got to learn how to, this is what I told myself, own your weirdness. And that's very difficult to do. A lot of us, we don't want to be called weird. I'm not weird. You are good enough if you can get away with wearing whatever you want. If you can live whatever lifestyle that pleases and satisfies your soul. If you can be in your own league, right? If you can own your weirdness. And that's the hardest thing to do. People say, gosh, Ralph, how do you do that? How do you own your weirdness to begin with? Now, what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, every single person you see is very weird. They just don't want to show the world that, like what they do behind closed doors. So I had to start saying, okay, if I want to practice self-love, I've got to start owning I'm actually very weird, like how I see the world. It's not weird, it's just my uniqueness. Like I'm left-handed, I'm a Pisces, and I like watching the stars with you, right? That's very, very, very different from what a lot of people do. Or is it, right? It's just unique. Everybody has a unique set. Something different they bring to the table. So you got to learn to own your weirdness to realize it is good enough. It's just different. And difference means you are onto something. You will go to the next level. Let's talk about number 8. Now you got to prove your weirdness. Okay, you got to prove your weirdness that it works. Now, I get it. A lot of us, we haven't seen proof that it works. We're like, I'm really weird, but it's still not good enough because I haven't got anything out of it. So I was in my garden. My mom was like, what the hell are you doing? Saying peace. Like, why are you doing that, Ralph? Like, go back to work and stuff. No, she's a really loving mom. Look, proving your weirdness is to realize that nerds run the world, right? The more nerdy you are, you'll be laughing, right? Why? Because you transform like the people you used to laugh at school. Like a lot of these people are like CEOs and stuff. That's why you better be careful how you treat people, because you never know who they're gonna be, right? You might end up working for them. They're like, okay, I remember how you treated me back in school, right? Then they'll just fire you, say bye. You gotta prove your weirdness works. Like I say, see if you can really create abundance from your weirdness, like I did, okay? Because it goes on to number 9, we'll come to that. But I started to realize that, okay, I'm proving my weirdness works because every single day I come into nature and I live in abundance. I'm having a blast, I'm having a fun time, and I'm also helping people, and I realize it's good enough. Why? Because I get a lot of people telling me that my videos help them. Okay, so what you think is insignificant might just be helping someone. Slow motion that side for you. It is so good enough, you don't have no idea. What's the 9th secret? You need to remember when it's just not good enough. Look, you're mad right now. You're sad right now. You got to find a signature right now. Because you see, there are a lot of people on this planet. We are told billions. We don't even know if that's true. That's another story. Look, how are you going to stand out in a sea, in an ocean of people all trying to be like each other? You got to find a signature. So my signature is like peace. Little things I say, like at the same time, goodness gracious, can I get a hello? Yeah, those are all signatures. So that helps me stand out and realize this is good enough. Why? Because I made it good enough and it works for me. A logo is a signature. It's good enough. It's something which makes them stand out because they are embracing their uniqueness. And people gravitate to people who are unique because it's showing us that they have gone through a lot of struggles to find that uniqueness. Like, how the hell did you come up with that name for yourself? Or how the hell did you come up with that logo? Or how the hell did you come up with dressing like that? Or eating like that? Or doing things like that? Like, who does that? I love you, baby. I love you. Okay? Finding your signature is about finding your uniqueness. A lot of times we're told we have to be happy all the time. We have to be like this all the time. No, you don't. You only have to be authentic. Certain people, once again, because we are different fractals, certain people naturally have a more happy vibration. Certain people have a different vibration, and certain people have a very, you might call, laid back vibration. We are all different. Okay, it's okay to be even negative. Okay? Or whatever you want to call it. It's all perception. It's all how you perceive yourself. That matters. But it only means you're human. You can experience anger, sadness, pain, joy. All of these things we need to experience to appreciate each single emotion. But finding your signature reminds us we are good enough because it's like, okay, nobody else can replicate this. It's like a Picasso, baby. That's his style. What's yours? What can you bring to the table so you don't have to compete? You can't compete with a signature. That's something totally unique. It's something that is a part of you. And that's how you realize it's good enough, baby. And the 10th secret, you need to remember when it's just not good enough. Just not good enough, just not good enough. You see, it is to surround yourself with the clapping mom, right? People who are always going to cheer you on when you feel like you're losing in life, right? Because a lot of the times we don't realize that we got bad cheerleaders around us. Like they're just on a sleep break right now, right? It's what I call developing the inner clapping mom. Like, yeah, like that mom who's always clapping for their child at all of those sporting events. Yeah. That's what you have to cultivate, right? You need like lots of different clapping moms around you. Great friends who are always going to root for you. I always root for the underdog. I'm a Pisces, so it's just natural. But if you want to see you're good enough, you see a lot of us, we surround ourselves with very judgmental people and we call them friends. No, they're not, right? A true friend won't lie to you. They'll tell you the truth, but they'll always encourage you to go to the next level. That's what real friends do. They always remind you you are good enough, and that's why they are friends. I challenge you to surround yourself with people who, like, they're not gonna hold the past against you. They're not gonna say, hey, that's bad, that's bad. Like a lot of people we surround ourselves with just focus on what isn't working with us because they don't really have our best interests at hand. Like certain friends, are just there because they always want to be above us. Surround yourself with people who want to be on the same page and level as yourself. Like there's no hierarchy. You both are beautiful humans helping each other evolve, baby. And that's how to get reminded that you are good enough. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Getting high. We're out here. We're in nature. You are good enough. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You!